Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Violinist Chen, and welcome back to another YouTube video. And today I'm gonna be taking the Harvard Music IQ test. Man, I've heard so much about this IQ test. I've seen it all over YouTube. It's been on Reddit as well. I'm gonna be dropping the link in the description below so you guys can try it out as well. Apparently, the music lab is based in the Department of Psychology at Harvard University. Oh my goodness, this is actually making me a little bit nervous. I'm pretty confident in my music skills, but then again, this might be more difficult than what we imagine. Who knows? Or it might be just really easy. And I'm just gonna ace it. Not because of my prestigious musical background, but because I am Asian, and Asians ace everything. Test your musical IQ. This experiment is being conducted by researchers at Harvard University. Before you decide to participate, please read the following information. We study how the mind works. Specifically, in this research, we are investigating how people make sense of music they hear. We will play you some sounds. You can use speakers or headphones. We will ask your questions about what you hear. This experiment takes at least 20 minutes. Your preferences and beliefs about the music and the arts, your engagement with music, these are all questions they're gonna be asking. Your personal history of musical exposure and training, and some demographic information about you and your family. What? Are you sure you're not the FBI? Harvard? Personal disclaimer, I, of course, am a classically trained musician. These are classical ears that we're about to test, and I received my education at Curtis Institute of Music here in Philadelphia, which has a pretty rigorous ear training program. I wouldn't say that I was the best at it, but I definitely passed, and I mean, when the standard is so high, I don't know, like, it would be really interesting to put that, see how that stacks up. Let's just see how it goes. In general, how do you feel while you listen to music? Yeah, I enjoy music very much. How good do you think your listening skills are? I'm much worse than other people. I'm much better. Personally, I feel like I'm pretty good, but I mean, then there are people like Jacob Collier out there, and it's just like, okay, they're scary. So let's say that's the middle, and I'd probably be like above average. Maybe like, I'm gonna say 80%. Yeah. What is your gender? Male. How old are you? I'm being exposed. 31. It's just like, 2020 is just whatever. It's like, let me start from 30 again. It's like, it doesn't count, right? What is your native language? English. Do you have a hearing impairment? What? Do I? When you are singing, can you tell if you're out of tune? Ooh, well, my singing, as some of you might know, is pretty bad. So I'm not so sure about that. Can you tap in time with a musical beat? Yes. Test your musical IQ. In this game, you'll take part in 3 short tests of musical ability. If this were a reading test, I would be definitely out. Each of the 3 tests is separate from one another and is about a different musical ability. Beat perception, okay, so that's rhythm. Tuning perception, I guess that's intonation. And melodic discrimination. That sounds racist. You're taking test 1 out of 3. Whew. This test is about hearing melodies and music. For each question on this test, you'll hear the same tune 3 times. The tune will be in a different key. This is like singing a song in a higher or lower voice. But one of the tunes will be the odd one out. Its notes will have changed. Okay. It's always okay to make a guess. I don't even remember what one was the odd one out. I'm just gonna pick one. Let's say, I don't know, the 2 was the odd one out. Oh, God! Oh, okay. Oh, that's definitely different. It went up a whole step. And that one went up as well. Okay, so must be the first one. That's the odd one out. Yes. Oh, gosh. That's different because it goes up. Okay, so the second one was the odd one out. I clicked the answer and it starts the next one already? That is so fast. Okay, that means that I should always take breaks like before we start the next one. Gosh, that is so tricky. That's so sneaky. Oh, that's minor. That's major. Okay, so the minor one is the odd one out. Second. This time's da 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 da. Okay, so the first one was the odd one out. Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, yeah. Wait, I feel like they were all the same. This is where I start guessing. We're only like in the first section. I'm already gonna start guessing. Da, 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 da. I can't even remember the notes, and I can't sing in tune. So it's just like shooting myself in both feet. I feel like the second one was the odd one out because I didn't pay attention to that. I don't know. Oh gosh, I'm really guessing here. Okay, 2. Oh, one of them, okay, the third one was definitely different from the second one, but I can't remember if it was the same as the first one. It's either 2 or 3. Oh gosh. Well, yeah, which tune was the other one out? Or I think it was this, okay, I'm just gonna go with 3. Second one's 3. No! Man, this is like tough. I need to like take a break between each one, so like wash out my ears. This is crazy. That sounds very Chinese. That seems the same. I'm just gonna sing in tune. Oh, okay, intonation. Let's do it.
Like many men I can behave.
That's so out of tune.
Like many men I can behave.
Oh wow, I was like the second one. No, the first one is more out of tune. The second one is kind of. See what I just did there? I liked the second one. I went for the second, but no. Gosh, I need to stop myself. Bam. First one.
Like your tongue-tied mothers and your paper-plane fathers.
That's pretty in tune.
Like your tongue-tied mothers and your paper-plane.
It's more like my type of singing. Yeah, okay. The first is the one I like, so the second is gone. Oh gosh. This one's definitely flat. It's very flat. Okay, that's it. I wouldn't say it's perfectly in tune, but the first one is more out of tune.
Stay as long as you like. It's a sad vocation.
That's pretty good.
Stay as long as you like. It's a sad vocation.
That was like the same thing. Were my ears bamboozled? Maybe the first one was actually out of tune, and I just didn't realize because the previous one was so out of tune. First one is more out of tune.
Everybody sing. This is the reggae dream. Got no work until tomorrow. This is the reggae dream.
That's so unfair.
Everybody sing. This is the reggae dream.
What?
Got no work until tomorrow.
This is the reggae dream.
You can't do that. You can't do that. That's illegal. It's like telling me to identify what's more in tune with like Eminem or rap or something. That's like, how could you do that to me? All right, the first one is more out of tune. Thank you.
Yeah, you know that all that I will share with you. With you. Yeah, you know that all that I will share with you. With you.
Okay, I will share. I will. That F sharp to a D was a little bit out of tune in the second one, but the second one was overall more in tune. So I'm gonna say the first one was more out of tune. Oh, we completed the tuning perception test. Yes. Okay, that was actually not bad. That was very difficult. Oh my gosh. Which examples are the most on the beat? See, this time they're like, okay, tell us which one is the most out of tune. No? Yeah, this one's like not the most out of beat, the most on beat. I feel like the second one was more on the beat. I could only tell by the last two notes. I'm gonna go with the second one on the beat. Gosh, I think for that one I was listening more to the dun da 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 rather than the actual beeping itself. The beep is not like, it's not crisp enough. It doesn't have a definite beginning for me. So the line is a little bit like, and rather than like a tick, tick. If it was like a ticking sound, I think I could do this better. I'm gonna say the first was on the beat. No, that's not. Yeah, that's on the beat. The second one is on the beat. It's pretty good. That was very difficult, but the first one was more on the beat. I feel like the second one was more on the beat. That was very difficult. No, that's not on the beat. Yeah, second one is most on the beat. Think of your skill at making music using a musical instrument or singing. How would you rate your own skill? Well, at the violin, I guess I'm an expert. On an average day, how much time do you spend listening to music and or watching videos that include music? Like 2 to 4 hours, probably? Yeah, I did study viola a little bit. There you go, exposed. How old were you when you began music lessons? 4, I had a toy guitar. And then one day I put it underneath my chin and together with a chopstick, pretended to start to play this new instrument. When you were little, how often did your parents sing to you? Oh my gosh, all the time, 8 or more times a day. Well, I mean, 40 hours? No, now during quarantine, I'm like more in the 2 to 4 hour range. So we finally have the results. The results are in. Our estimate of your musical IQ is 133. You did as well as or better. You did as well as, oh my gosh, my English IQ. 98.61% of people, okay. Melodic discrimination was not as good. That's what pulled me down. Mistuning percent, okay, so I'm very good about intonation. Melodic discrimination, I guess I don't discriminate against melodies. No, I guess that was the section where we had to figure out, that was very difficult for me. I couldn't quite grasp, like, especially I could hear harmonic. I could discriminate between harmonies when I couldn't tell when it was just like, if it was just da 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 or da da da, like if especially it was mixed in with something else. I didn't know what I was listening for, so that messed me up. And then the beat alignment. I mean, yeah, sure, there was that one. Overall, it's like, okay, like not bad. Hey, thanks so much for watching, guys. That was a really fun experiment for me, and I hope that you guys will also try out the test as well. Look, I think that this test, like all IQ tests, it doesn't really, I mean, it's kind of a fun thing to do. So I would say that what's important is how you feel when you play the music, believe in yourself, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Anyway, bye for now, and see you in the next video.